Hey, we're here for another edition of the D9 Community Tournament. Got a playoff match for you tonight between Illusion T4 and Krazy 88s. No surprise, we'll be starting off on Lijiang Tower here for our first map. These two going at it tonight is kind of a play-in match to the official playoffs. Winner of this match will go on to face Kinetics, while Alium and D9 will face off in the other end of the bracket there. Here in our Tier 4 division. Krazy 88's opening up. They're going to choose to protect Orisa. Start us off here. All right. Protects and bans coming through on the other side. As Illusion's going to open up with Protecting May. Okay. They are going to ban Doomfist. Then we're just getting our bans worked out. Still waiting on a ban come through here from Krazy 88. So we'll get underway. That ban is going to be Reaper. Like the ban on Krazy 88 side didn't take, but that is actually a Reaper ban. So with Doomfist and Reaper gone, we are going to see Orisa Sigma with Symmetra and May coming out outside of Illusion as they're going to teleport directly onto the objective. May Farah coming through on the side of Krazy 88 as they're going to loop in through the elevator side. Looks like the Pharmacy combo is going to loop around through main. It is going to be Lebo coming up with first blood. Not one, but two kills coming through for that Lucio. Gray is going to respond back as Lebo, not Lucio, picks up a third with a boop off the side. And the Lucio hitting first blood. 3 kills. And it's going to be Illusion coming up with first capture. Now those bands that protect are accurate, and Lebo coming through with another pair of kills. Double boop coming off the Lucio. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this rolling player right here. I think he's already got 5 kills under his belt. We're barely 2 engagements in. 80% towards that sound barrier. On the other side of things, Gray 85% towards his barrage. As he comes through the window, poking and prodding, they're going to get a May wall up, try to block that line of sight. Going to go back to the window. Looking to turn his attention onto that Orisa as the rest of the front line comes through the front. There comes the barrage. It's going to find the Symmetra. Not much else there. Sound barrier coming out from Lebo to keep the rest of the team topped off. Coalescence coming out from both sides. As Krazy 88 trying to push in here. It's just the tanks and the healers alive though. Farah's kind of poking from the outside, but not really making a pressure there. She's going to come in now. Gray looking to make an impact here on the objective. Their May had already gone down, but is Honorary coming up with the kill? Taking out the opposite May where you can send back to spawn. Lucio on point, still trying to just stall this thing out as best he can. There's a Sigma there as well. He's going to go ahead and invest Gravitic Flux into this, and he's going to find himself a pair of kills. Frogman does get frozen in the process as Squishy had thrown out that Blizzard. Now you've got the Orisa's in an awkward position. They were kind of tail to tail there for a moment. Squishy going to come up with a kill, and his Ryukin coming back, countering with a Blizzard of his own. With that on point, JM Joe goes down. That's a big healer taken out, sent to spawn. Ryukin try to turn his attention over to that Farah, but Gray manages to escape out of there just in time. He's going to come up on the point, drop that barrage, and pick up 2 kills. Down to 40 health. Can he get the third? Doesn't quite get the third before Levin comes in and takes him out. Zany and Inferno are going to clean up on point here, and it does look like after a massive battle, Krazy 88's going to get this thing flipped up. Kree there, coming around. He's got 98% towards it as the whole team paths around through the light side. That Deadeye online, and he gets a nice kill onto Squishy. Pushes out too far. Gets the headshot. Maybe got booped in that position from Lebo. Didn't quite see what happened. We're going to get the Gravitic Flower. I'm sorry, that High Noon coming on out. On the back of that, Ryugin's going to push in. 3 kills for the May. They got the Moira blocked off. Into the drink with you. Lebo getting a nice boop kill there. Frogman coming up with the goods. Illusion's going to get this thing flipped over. And barring a miracle, they're going to open up 1-0 here on Lijiang Tower. May tries to come on and stall. Squishy sent back to spawn. They turn their attention up onto that Lucio. Gray goes down. Joe goes down. Late Blizzard comes out. Somebody else is there. They're going to bring a Wrecking Ball in. Henry trying to do his best to stall this thing out. Never give up, never surrender. Nevertheless, this is going to be Gardens going towards Illusion. Looks like Krazy 88's sticking with the May McCree combo here. We are going to get May Sim out of the side of Illusion. Both teams bring in Orisa Sigma and Moira Lucio. Here as we go into Control Center. Oh, okay. That was it. Pathing up to center. They're going to clash just outside of servers. Both forts come out. And it is Great Ink coming up with the first kill there. Drawing first blood. As he swaps to that Junkrat for going that McCree that he initially had rolled out with. They're going to try to turn their attention onto the Mei, who was pursuing the Orisa, who's fallen back into the safety of her DPS there. Mei's forced to ice block, and it is Illusion getting first control here going. They've got the positional advantage. They're looking to pincer him into this hallway here. Zany goes down, caught off on that stairwell. Squishy hiding back there with just 32 health left. You can see Butter's health went really low as well. Frogman's going to turn the corner and find that kill. Exit kills coming through, 17% and counting on the board here for Illusion. Well, actually we got coalescence for both teams here. Oh, and Gray's going to go down quickly. Ryukin coming up with a big 2K. And that stops progress on that Riptire. And that Riptire could be huge in their retake and their efforts to try to take this point. He goes down 73% towards it. Now they've blocked off the spawn, and they're just bullying Zany on that Sig side of things. Gray getting closer to that Riptire. I know he wishes he had it already, but they're going to path around through servers and circle all the way around, drop it with the Coalescence, try to open this thing up. But Rikun's going to counter back with that Blizzard. Onaran gets frozen, stuck in place, and subsequently headshotted by the Mei. Now you've got the Mei on the other side kind of caught in this weird position with the Moira. They're going to get walled off as the Sim and Ryukin move in to try to take them down. Resistance Duke and Ryukin able to do just that, finding the kills there. 81% and counting on the good news for Krazy 88. They got both those DPS ultimates online, finally ready to go. 90% there. They got to be able to touch. Grain goes down holding that ultimate. That could be disastrous. Supercharger coming out on the other side as well as a Coalescence. They are going to circle around once again up through the top, coming down the stairs to get that touch. Tire finally coming out from Gray as it's pathing all the way from spawn. It is going to take Ryukin, but he was managed to take out Zany Legend on that Sigma before it happened. Photon Barrier coming out. Gravitic Flux coming out from Frogman as well. He takes out Squishy. No more Mei on the point here for Krazy. You just have the Moira back there. Fade used. Life dwindling. Moira goes down. Henri on that ball, trying to stall as long as possible, but he doesn't have much left in the tank. And it is going to be Illusion coming up with Control Center and a quick 1-0 lead here in our playoff. I am Bullskunk here with the D9 Community Tournament playoff matchup here. T4 matchup between Krazy 88s and Illusion T4. Illusion coming out with a very dominant performance there on map 1, taking Lijiang Tower in a 1-0 lead. With that, Krazy 88s have Trojan? That's a new one. They have chosen, rather, Volskaya there as our assault map tonight. Illusion's opening up with a Mei Protect once again. That was their Protect. They're on control, on Lijiang Tower. They used it both rounds, both on Gardens and Control Center. On the other side of things, Krazy 88s are going to protect Doomfist, ban Baptiste. I had to do a little bit of a double take on that one. It's also important to note that Illusion's first ban was Doomfist. So Krazy 88's countering back. They're going to protect that Doomfist this time. And then Illusion's going to bounce back and ban Orisa. So we have Baptiste and Orisa are going to be your bans here as we go into Volskaya. Hey, look at the console stream team. We got a Discord and a Twitter. And we're hoping to be able to teach people how to do this and have more tutorials and instructional stuff. All right, without further ado, let's head into map 2. As we're going to have Krazy 88s going in on the defense. Looks like they're going to be bringing us a little Rein Zarya in lieu of that Orisa ban coming through on the side of Illusion. They're showing us Doomfist and Hanzo. No big surprise to see Gray on that Doomfist. We'll see if this epic damage duo will have what it takes to shut down this offense. Because on the side of Illusion, they're bringing us a little Rein Zarya as well. We're going to get Ryukin on that Mei, resistant on the Reaper. So we're seeing the Mei Reaper combo coming through here on the offense. We'll see if the shift in tanks affects the composition at all. Obviously, Mei Reaper very good in that close quarter brawl. With that, they're going to path around far right side, throw up a wall, try to divide off the Reinhardt. The Moira doing a great job keeping him topped off. Good bubble coming through from the Zarya as well. But the charge comes through. Henri doesn't have time to react. He gets pinned. Gray goes down as well. Nomus down to as low as 30 health. As the members of Illusion storm onto point A, try to get progress going here. Squish goes down. Ryukin finds himself a kill onto Zany. And the snowball starting to happen. Kills lighting up in the feed. Capture progress starting to come through. One tick down, 2 ticks down. Not going to see a recontest here. This will be point A. They're going to have that Coalescence online as they head into point B. Nice wall coming out to divide them off as they go through that main choke. They're going to go ahead and throw that Coalescence down, keep members topped off. Ryukin finds himself a kill. Frogman comes up with one of his own. Frogman coming up with 2 in that battle as they storm onto point, claiming their ground here. Now Dragon's coming out from Krazy 88 as they're looking to try to defend, but Squishy's gone down super low. He's down at the bottom of those stairs trying to do what he can to contest. He's got to back off, heal, wait for the rest of his team to get back in. They need to make a smart recontest here. 48% already picked up here on point B. Krazy 88 wants to avoid a snowball. They need to have a decisive recontest coming back in. All right, Blizzard coming out on the side of Illusion. They're going to go ahead and throw that out. Zone everybody off. Progress starting to come through here on the back of that. Resistant picking up a kill. Earthshatter came out as well. Took down the counterpart on Riron. He falls under that hammer. They're going to bring the ball onto point. No such luck. Resistance got that Death Blossom in his pocket. There it comes. It's going to hit Inferno. It's going to put the exclamation point down. And with nearly 5 minutes left in the time bank, Illusion coming up with point B and a wicked fast cap. I'm not sure what happened to Ryukin there. That is no bueno. Maybe tried to do a cheeky grapple or something. Found himself in the water. Now Krazy 88's coming out with the Reaper May once again. They try to pass around to the right side, but Squish gets immediately found out. Resistance putting a headshot down into them. And despite being down a DPS, Resistance is carrying this thing. Making sure his team doesn't go down a point. So he opens up with 2 kills. Oh, but Zany bounces back, getting a kill onto King Onimus. And Ryukin returns to the battle, making his presence known, finding 2 heads with a quickness and 2 consecutive shots. And that is going to be all she wrote for this attack. Krazy 88's back to spawn. They did manage to get that Coalescence built up, but on the other side of things, they have Coalescence as well as Dragons online ready to go. And despite throwing himself into the drink early, Ryukin already 76% towards that infrasite. All right, Squishy coming off of the Reaper, going to switch over to a Hanzo of his own. Jumping in the window, putting some pressure on Resistant, get him off of that high ground. Ryukin going to go ahead, Resistant, throws Dragons down. Ryukin's going to drop that infrasite. Nope, he's going to hold on to it. Nevertheless, it is Frogman on the ground coming through with the kills. With a little help from a good shot from Ryukin. He turns his attention on to Inferno Bertos. Picks up that Moira as well. Exit kills coming through. And with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock, Illusion is holding strong here on D. Now we've got Earthshatter. We've got Graviton, Surge, Blizzard. And we're going to have a sound barrier here. Krazy 88s have the tools in the bank. We have both Tank Ultimates online for the defense as well as a Valk. Earthshatter comes out, finds nothing but the shield of Onrywon. It's his turn to push in. They're going to go ahead and throw that Blizzard first. Good pain coming up onto the Zarya, who's trapped into the box on top of Mini. Throws out her personal barrier. Manages to stay alive quite long enough for the DPS to do their job, keeping that main tank distracted. Meantime, Ryukin and Resistant coming up with some kills. And Krazy 88 sent back to spawn. Find their marks there. Little Hanzo duel coming through from window to box. Both archers choose to back down. Graviton Surge does come out, finds a few members in it, but we're going to get that sound barrier coming out as well. As Krazy 88's trying to push in here, Coalescence coming out on the defense now. As they try to hold this thing off, they're already 3 men in, 3 men down. And it looks like Krazy 88s have finally found the ticket to unlock at point A here. Honor with a big pin, going to cap this thing off. Now Illusion trying to stall as long as they can. And Krazy 88's already massively down in this time. So a little bit up in the ult economy. 3:15 on the clock. Can they do it? They really need to make something happen here and now if they don't want to go down super far in this time bank. Our Shadow's going to come out. It does manage to sneak in and hit underneath that shield. Frogman got hit by it, but Dragon's coming out from the other side. Resistance throwing that directly over the entirety of Krazy 88's. Great Ink's going to go ahead and chase him down, though. Pick up that kill over on Omega. Squishy coming up with a kill onto the Reinhardt as well. No more main tank. No more big chunk of damage available on the side of Illusion. Now they're looking to push in. The Zarya going down low. Frogman down to 1 health. He manages to get the kill onto Joe with just a smidge of health left. 1 hair in that bar. Nevertheless, Krazy 88 finally starting to come alive here on point B. Coalescence coming out on the other side as Illusion's trying to stall this thing out as long as they can. We got the ball on point, but he finds the business end of some Storm Arrows. Great Ink tanks the kid out as well. No more main healer. Going to go ahead and throw that Meteor Strike onto point as they're trying to close this thing out as quickly as possible. They need the focus fire. They need to get these kills as quickly as they can. Resistance hiding up top, waiting to stall. Oh, he doesn't last long. Falls right into a punch from Grey Ink. They're going to go ahead and throw the Dragon into this. Excuse me. Hammond comes on, and it's the better end of some Storm Arrows. And with exactly 2 minutes left in the clock, Krazy 88 will pick up that second point. 2 minutes on the clock. And Krazy 88 bounce back here, tie up this match. They're going to pass around through this far right side. See how they choose to pass through here, close this gap. They have Illusion just waiting for him on point. They're going to go shield to shield immediately. They got to be careful of that shotgun coming out of Ryukin here. As Henri drops immediately. Without their main tank, this is going to be a difficult push coming from Krazy 88's. Yeah, they're on their back foot. They're running for dear life as Illusion is chasing them all the way out the main choke. They need to... I'm not quite sure why he's just holding up here on the back of point. This is an interesting... Alright, chooses to turn it there. Come through. Earthshatter comes out. Henri is going to land it onto the Reaper, but that looks to be about it. Dueling Coalescence coming out from both sides. Trying to keep their teams topped off. Dragons come through. Going to force the members of Krazy 88 either backing out or all the way in. I don't think they knew quite which one to do, and in the meantime, in the chaos, 3 kills come through for Illusion. And once again, they're chasing them back to spawn. 35 seconds left on the site. Oh, Squishy comes up with an early kill, though. Could be just the ticket they're looking for. He's going to throw... Oh, he's going to throw his dragons down. But King bounces back the other way with the 3 kills. Ryukin drops a Death Blossom into the mix and finds the other 2. Team kill coming through. That is going to do it. No progress picked up. Krazy 88 no stranger to comebacks. We've seen this team do some amazing things. When they were underrated and down and everybody thought they were out. Yeah, they seem to have a knack for bouncing back and finding the right answer. They're hoping they can do it right here, right now, and keep it to a 1-0 deficit. Not go down to match point here to Illusion. They're using Ryan Zarya. They're going to use the Pharah and the Reaper. On the other side, we're going to have Ryan Zarya as well as the Widowmaker and the Reaper. So Reaper for both teams. Gray going to take to the skies. I think they read that and swapped back over to that Widowmaker there on the side of Illusion. You notice it took them a minute to get up there and make this assault. Now they're going to come in from right side. It's going to be Gray coming up with first blood, finding the kill onto that Widowmaker, the big hard counter over there. Oh, but King Nomus winning the Reinhardt duel, getting the later bubble, able to put the pressure in now. Now you got a juiced up Zarya, 100%. They're in Zany Legend, but it's not going to be enough. Joe goes down. Zany goes down. And with one fail swoop, Illusion storms in, gets that 33% that they needed, and takes a 2-0 lead here in this match. Ooh, welcome back, everybody. We are heading into map 3. Krazy 88s have chosen King's Row for our hybrid map this evening. Now, Krazy 88's going to open up with protecting Orisa. Illusion bouncing back and once again protecting that Mei. And then on the side of Illusion, they're going to ban the Doomfist. So we keep going back and forth between protecting the Doomfist on the side of Krazy88 and it getting banned, and protecting the Orisa on the side of Krazy88, it getting banned. So Illusion doing a good job of going back and forth on that one. We're getting a Reaper ban coming out of Krazy88's.
Reaper and Doomfist. I guess not too fearful of the Mei, but fearful of their counterparts in the DPS lineup. Maybe they're thinking they can isolate Mei and not play Mei here on King's Row by eliminating, the typical DPS duos that you would put with Mei. I don't know. Interesting. Mei Hanzo could still have some massive viability on King's Row, though.
And as y'all can tell, I got Hamwell in here for map 3.
Yeah.
Welcome to the match, my friend.
Stream was rolling. I was like, I'm just gonna roll in with some commentary real quick, just like I never wasn't here.
Didn't miss a beat. Illusion starting us off on the defense. So again, the Reaper and the Doomfist have been banned as we've gone back to banning our DPS and such. We're gonna see Orisa Sigma here in jolly old England on King's Row. We're gonna have May McCree on the defense. It looks like Hanzo Junkrat on the offense. All right, Krazy's passing. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I'm excited to see this because the last Tier 4 match I casted really didn't showcase a lot of double shield. I'm kind of anxious to see how these players go with double shield at this higher level. It's something I've been wanting to see for a minute. And Frogman's doing it right now on the Sigma.
He's been doing work on Zarya all night, going over the Sigma. We're seeing much of the same out of that alt tank.
Duke's a big name in the console watch scene, I'd have to say. Despite me being all the way down in lowly Tier 2, I've definitely heard that name more than once.
Well, he's been on fire here tonight. All right, and we're going to get Krazy88's passing through Hotel. They're going to drop Coalescence into the mix as they try to complete this flank. You can see their shields are cracking going down. Orisa able to get a new shield up, but it was a little too far back. I don't know if they're going to be able to use that to really aggress. Kind of caught an awkward position inside of Hotel here. And
that was a big freeze from Ryukin.
Yeah, and Henri is going to fall.
Ryukin does go down at the end of this fight, so this could be something for 88s if they can work the regroup. At this point, though, it's a little bit of a stagger coming in.
Yeah, and Duke's sitting up on that high ground, just reigning supreme, making sure anybody that comes onto that point finds the business end of that 6-shooter. He does have that Deadeye online, ready to go. Blizzard online for the defense as well here. Oh, and Frogman comes up with another 2K. Just Frogman, shining on this flex
powerhouse.
Absolutely.
Very much so. Very much so.
On the side of Krazy88, they're going to have some tools to work with here. Coming up on Coalescence as well as Sound Barrier. They got Junkrat Tire and Gravitic Flux. They're going to open up with that Flux. They're going to find 2 with it. Oh, no, Frogman finds the kill. Duke comes up with a pair himself. Tire comes out from the other side. So we're at 3-3 here on point after a flurry of ultimates from both teams. Coalescence coming out from Krazy88.
If they can make something work, they really needed that Coalescence to do more. That's a great wall coming out from Ryukin there. But if they can do something, they've got the spawn advantages here. That Coalescence from Kid is going to make this tough, though.
Yeah, Illusion coming back with the Coalescence of their own. Oh, nevertheless, Zany coming up with one. Gray coming up with a pair of kills himself. It looks like with 70 seconds left on the clock, Krazy88s have finally found a little momentum. The answer to point A here. Oh, Duke get himself a little moral victory, gets the stun and subsequent kill onto Gray Inc. He does eventually go down, and they are going to get point A captured. Yeah, and they knew they had it. They moved in decisively at that point. Were able to get the job done. They're going to go ahead and throw Dragons early over this, kind of divide off Illusion into this awkward corner. Deny them the rotation.
Illusion.
Yes,
this
it did.
This is going to allow them to come back together, though.
Yeah, and that came back together with a vengeance, finding 5 members of Krazy88's frozen stiff. And with that, their assault is frozen stiff as well, grinding to a halt here at the entrance of point B.
And really only using that one ult there to win a fight, that's definitely huge considering 88's committed that Dragon there.
We're going to get Tire coming out of Squish to open this one up. And he's going to open it up nicely with a pair of kills. Follows up with a kill on 11 as well. Big 3K coming through from Squishaloon. With
The
that,
tires might not be the biggest kills, but they are critical picks to Illusion's comp, and they've really been...
right, and every kill has that much more impact on the overall team fight.
Absolutely.
Well, it certainly enabled Krazy 88s to gain space and push all the way through here to start a point C. Oh, nice kill coming through with the air grenade coming from Squish. He's feeling himself right now. He's going to throw the mines in through that Ant Matrix, pick up the kill on 11. King goes down as well, and Krazy 88 finding some momentum. Oh, Zany chased Frogman into the hole, though. That could be disastrous as they're looking to push this thing home.
That is disappointing, man. Duke was going for that flank Deadeye. He would have, if he gets it off, he has 88s there dead to rights, probably wins the fight. Squishaloon doing a huge job there to shut that down, though.
Yeah, dropping the nice mine and it picks him out of the air. Now the flank Deadeye coming in the end, he's going to find one, but the Ant Matrix's, I'm sure the Immortality field was there. Yeah, now Butters does end up going down to the hands of Frogman, and that May coming into the back line, trying to wreak havoc. They're going to throw themselves off the side. They don't want to play with the Ice Queen. We are going to get a reset.
Got great positioning. He makes the most of his freezes, and his team really knows how to play around it.
Speaking of, he's going to come over the top. I'm expecting a Blizzard to come out directly. Oh, no, but Grey Ink reads it like a book, jumps up there and takes him out. Shut down. The ultimate is used. No Blizzard on the field. They're going to throw a nice lamp out and continue to press forward. I believe they tried to invest a tire into that, but did not seem to find much with it. Ryukin going to switch over to Junkrat in response. Coalescence coming out from the defense as they try to stave off this aggression here at the very end of point C. Krazy 88's going to go ahead and throw down their amplification matrix. Grey Ink working on the right side, finds the flank, takes out Duke. Yes. Oh, but not before Duke can find the kill onto Squishy, and it looks like the fuel in the tank is petering out here for Krazy 88 on this. And with the time dwindling down, they've decided to wisely back out and get one solid, good engagement.
Illusion apparently across their entire org, just immensely impressive at that stall tactic that they're able to do here, able to regroup and win fights that are seemingly lost. And honestly, 88s have been making them work for it the whole time too, from what I've seen. Squishaloon and Grey Ink shutting down anything crafty or cheeky coming out from Duke or Ryukin. Ryukin, of course, now over to that Junkrat now. A lot of spam damage. You need that against these tanks when you're trying to break that.
Well, he ate an arrow.
Huge.
He ate an arrow early. Indeed, Ant Matrix was there as well. Good pull back in there. Frogman takes the better end of the Dragons there, the worst end of the Dragons, should I say. And with overtime Wicca burning, Krazy 88s have found the answer. Largely based on the shooting coming out of Grey Ink on that Archer. Landing those arrows true, and they are going to pick up 3 points here on Kings.
He's not often considered, being in the meta, Junkrat, and that's almost in any meta, but at the same time, Junkrat, along with Hanzo, you could say, they're two DPS heroes I feel are almost basically meta-proof, because you really can make them work in a variety of comps, because they provide just so much great damage. So a lot of this falls on Squishaloon to break that double shield tank setup coming out from Nomus and Frogman so that they can get to Ryukin on that Bastion.
Yeah, and Duke's going to be raining hell from above, trying to keep that from happening as he's circling around, forcing the members of Krazy back into that corner behind Hotel as we speak.
Yeah, Duke's going to have to play the shepherd, so to speak here, really, and he does it well there. He's pushing 88s where Illusion want them to go by his rockets.
Absolutely.
And that's already allowing them to take control at this point and push past it and really just put a stranglehold on point A.
Really what I like to call controlling the flow of battle, and it's in any game, first thing you must do is understand the flow of battle, and Overwatch that is so difficult to understand because it's so moment to moment and changes so drastically and so organically. But then to control...
It's completely volatile.
It's so volatile. But to be able to control the flow of battle is an absolute thing of beauty. And they did it right there on point A, the shepherd terminology. I love that. That's a beautiful analogy.
You really can just guide and do so much with your rockets in the terms of zoning, as opposed to really doing a lot of damage, because a lot of times you can dodge a rocket, a Pharah. But as we see here, all this focus on Duke is really just letting Ryukin do a lot. Oh, Squishaloon, a big kill there, though. That was
good trade coming through as Krazy 88's trying to get stabilized here. They brought the entire team into a Bastion formation. circled up to the high ground, and now they're stuck in this awkward position behind them. They've got full steam ahead on this objective, and they've got an Ant Matrix there to protect them. Bastion set up on point. Squishlin's going to come around from the top
going in.
with the Junkrat, trying to stall him out, but it is not going to be enough. He was 5 members of Illusion sitting there waiting for him. Similar fate happened to Rippin'. And that is going to be a quick point B, just under 6 minutes on the clock.
And really, that was just point ever stopped. Even though, for a moment there, it really did look like 88s was getting some headway into this comp.
Well, they're going to open up strong there, dropping the pharmacy almost immediately, with Gray getting the better end of Ryukin on that engagement. They're going to go ahead and invest higher into it, which is going to find Frogman, and Krazy 88s is going to hold here for their first attempt on point. So a huge ult advantage from Illusion.
With a nice immortality field. This is a massive advantage. Especially when you're getting picks onto the Junkrat early before even using the ults. That's just going to make life so much easier for Illusion.
Yeah, as they're pushing it with an ult advantage and a man advantage, Frogman's going to find the kill into Henri there as well.
We have
Ryukin's
2 tank configurations.
Dueling tanks come in,
Ooh.
and it is going to be Ryukin finding the better end of that deal. A little help from his main tank on that one as he gets it set up right back on the objective.
Combo.
That was a very nasty combo.
Right, Ryukin, King, and Frogman with the halt, the Graviton Flux, and then the tank configuration just obliterated Illusion in that corner.
They had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and now they're just hurling themselves into the business end of a Bastion. You've got the Zany left on point there with just so little life. Gray Ink goes down as well. This stall's not going to last too much longer. 4 minutes on the clock. Once again,
valiant
Illusion
effort on the stall, but you can't beat a Bastion. The only way you can really beat a Bastion is by playing to the strengths of your hero, specifically in the tank line's case. And so that's why I thought it was such a cool analogy that Bastion's basically kind of like the gatekeeper of comps. It's
a fantastic analogy. I mean,
you only really know if you're good at a comp if you can beat a hard bunker Bastion comp with it. You know, it's kind of a measuring stick, I guess. So kind of interesting seeing Illusion really come out and kind of vibe check there a little bit with that Bastion.
Well, they've got 4 minutes to capture 33% of this point A, and they will take this match and move on to face the undefeated Kinetics here in our Tier 4 playoffs.
Hook. Ooh, but it's left Oniron out alone.
Yes, he got caught in position. A good Maywall coming through from Ryukin. He's going to keep in an awkward position. But Krazy 88's not to be outdone. They're not going to just roll over and die. Squishaloon coming up with big 2 picks.
That's a great immortality field there coming out from Inferno Butter. That's huge.
Yeah,
but that
good
immortality
heads-up
field kind
awareness.
of negated all of that.
Oh, as Ryukin and Gray trade blows here. We do have mercies on both sides. Rez is coming through on both sides.
Ooh, but that's a big pick onto the main tank of King.
Yeah, Inferno comes up, and the Orisa goes down. Ryukin's still lurking on this high ground. They're not quite withdrawing just yet. Yeah, the Fire trying to go in. Gray trying to find that Hanzo. Oh, and now he is right in their face. Storm arrows come out. They trade blows. Interesting duel coming on in the back alley, and the pocket is not going to be enough. With a little help from the sniper, Duke takes out that Pharah. Now, Ryukin did drop, but the man advantage is going to be there. The res coming through. 6v5 coming here for Illusion as they're trying to push into point A.
And Duke's got free reign to snipe now. He's completely pushing 88s off the point because there's no one there to contest him. And they don't have much time for this. 88s don't. Oniron gets on, but just for a second.
Yeah, you have Duke sitting up on this high ground, just making it very difficult for anybody on the objective. 88's trying to invest Supercharger. Valk getting thrown in. A barrage comes down and finds 2. Will it be enough to hold the point? No, it's not going to be enough. They were forced off by a gravitic flux. Yes.
They had to avoid it. If they get hit by it anyway, they're off the point. So,
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
In that split second, I mean, if you're able to communicate it fast enough, stays on, gets hit with the flux. Once the flux goes up, your next player hops on that avoided the flux, and possibly you pull it off. But that's just such a slim margin of error that it's no surprise. That was a funny play of the game.
That was our play of the game.
That was fun.
This is going to do it for us here tonight. Yeah, thanks for joining me for Map 3. Better late than never, my friend.
Yeah,
Better late than never.
33%, I'll take it. You know, little babies. They do what they do. They care not for your schedule. So I just appreciate you letting me join in late, getting a little bit of this Tier 4 action. It's always a pleasure to watch it. Always a pleasure to cast with you. And yeah, just thank you for letting me join so late.
Absolutely enough. Pleasure's all mine, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. All right, y'all at home, y'all remember to always look out for each other, in game and out. That's gonna do it for us. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.
Good night, everybody.